Good morning, COVID ninjas, class of 2020. This is going to be a quick tutorial on our KMS adjusted class. So in Google Classroom, I know that the majority of you guys have been using Google Classroom all year. You've used it in Ms. Vulai's class, you've used it in my class, but this setup is going to be a little bit different since you have 3 different teachers within the same class. So I kind of want to just go over the features with you. And then if you have any questions, that way that you can look this over before we get started on Monday. So you'll notice that this is the stream right here. You'll notice that there are assignments posted. There's some different materials posted. Okay, and this is kind of like going to be your main kind of hub. All right. Over here, you're going to have any assignments that are upcoming and doing. All right. Then you'll also see where it says classwork, and you won't see this grayed out part because that's just for the teachers, but you will see that there are different topics. So, for example, we've got week 1. Any of your assignments that are going to be given to you during that first week, April 27th through May 1st, you'll find right underneath here. Okay. Then you'll also find any assignments for week 2 under this topic. At the very bottom, you'll see that there are 2 other topics. There's tutorials, which actually will be where this video will go. And these are going to be any sort of videos that will help you or assist you with things in the classroom. So for example, there's a tutorial that's listed right now for how to use Google Meet. And then there's a tutorial that will be coming out on April 23rd about how to do your article of the day. You'll also notice that there's a topic for community time. Basically, what this means is that you are going to have an opportunity for 2 times a day to meet with one of the teachers in this classroom. And there's going to be a schedule set up for you. So if we wanted to click the community time schedule, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So you'll notice that it's set in a calendar format, and you'll notice that there are times and teacher names. So what this means is that at a certain time of day, you will have access to Google Meet, and you can meet with that particular teacher to talk about an assignment, to maybe do a live lesson. All kinds of different things can happen during that time. So hopefully this will pull up. My internet is a little spotty, so I apologize that sometimes it might take me a little bit longer to get things going. Also, you'll see I have like 80 million tabs at the very top. So we want to make sure, Miss Troxel probably should have closed those tabs before I started doing my video, but I was just so excited to see you guys. Okay, so you'll notice that this date is April 27th, and that is going to be the day that we start our online learning. You'll notice that there's a time. It says 9 a.m. Miss Vulai and 1 p.m. Troxel. That means that at that time, we are going to post a Google Meet link on our Google Classroom, and you can go into a virtual chat room and you can talk about anything that you need help with on assignments and so forth, any questions that you have. So you can work, if you're in the morning person, like Miss Troxel's kind of morning person, so I would probably always go to the morning sessions. But 9 a.m. with Miss Vulai or 1 p.m. with Miss Troxel. Then on Tuesday, you'll have a community service time with 11 a.m. with Mr. Course, or at 2 p.m. with me. Wednesday will be 10 a.m. with Miss Vulai, and 12 p.m. with Miss Troxel. Thursday is going to be 11 a.m. with Mr. Course and 2 p.m. with Miss Vulai. And then Fridays, 8 a.m. with Miss Vulai and 1 p.m. with Miss Vulai. You'll notice that this schedule is going to stay the same out all May and June until the end of the school year. So those times will stay consistent. And what I would do is kind of find out what works for you and what times that you can meet. Okay, so let's go back to Google Classroom. That was our community time. All right, let's look at our expectations for our community time, because that's going to be really important. We have expectations at school in the classroom. We're also going to have expectations that you need to abide by online. And I am trying to get it. There we go. And let's go over it. It's a PDF, so if you ever have questions, you can always go back and go to this. I'm going to view the material. I'm going to close out this thing over here. Maybe that will help a little if I close some stuff out. So we're going to try to open this really quickly so that we can see it. All right, so this is our Google Meets expectations and etiquette. I'm going to read through everything with you just so that if you have any questions, you can get back to me as soon as possible. All right, so before you start a Google Meet, you want to make sure you gather any of your materials. So you're going to need your computer, perhaps papers and pencils. I always keep, this is my notebook. I always keep a notebook right next to me. That way, if I need to jot anything down, you're going to want to find a spot without distractions. You'll notice that this is not my normal place that I do my videos, but my children are home and they're downstairs right now. And this is less distracting for me than if I was downstairs. So I'm upstairs away from the rest of my family so that I can make sure I devote my full attention to you. Just kind of a general idea. If it wouldn't be appropriate in the classroom, it's not going to be appropriate in this meeting. So, no cursing, no putting other people down, no bullying, things like that. Make sure that you're on time, please. We want to value your time. We know that it's easy, but remember that as teachers, we are carving out this time for you. So make sure that you're on time. Privacy issues. When you participate in a video meeting, you're providing a window into your home. So think about what might be behind you. Think about what could come into view. You want to make sure that you don't have anything like a phone number. Like I was videoing the other day and I realized that my phone number was behind me and so was my address because I'm trying to teach my son that. So make sure that there's nothing that you wouldn't want people to see behind you. Don't screenshot or record anything. So I don't want to see any phones up and you're screenshotting anything. Okay. That would not be appropriate. Joining the meeting, you're going to click the link or call the phone number and you're going to check in through the chat when you arrive. So you're going to just say, hey, Mohammed is here. Hey, Nishay is here, whatever. And then you're going to mute yourself at the very beginning so that Ms. Troxtel, Ms. Vulai, or Mr. Course can give you instructions. Always unmute yourself when you don't want to talk. The mute button is at the bottom of the screen. If you watch my tutorial on Google Meet, I show you how to turn off the camera, how to turn on the camera, how to turn on the mic, how to turn off the mic. Please make sure that you're not having side conversations with a family member, or mute yourself if you are going to have a side conversation, because I get things are going to come up, but it picks up on noises and it's really hard to understand. Stay engaging. So for example, if you're muted and I ask you something, you can give a thumbs up, you can say heads up, if you have a question, you can raise your hand, right? Make sure that you're engaging and participating in our Google Meet. Some final thoughts: always behave as if your camera and mic are on, be respectful and patient, and we will get through this together as our Ninja class of 2020. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get out of that and go back to our Google Classroom. And I wanted just to show you one last thing before this video tutorial is over. The last thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is, let's see if I can close this really quickly. Nope, I don't want to edit that and I don't want to delete it. So I wanted to show you at the very top about how you can check your grades. So at the very top, there's going to be a tab that says grades, and I'm trying to get to it, but apparently my computer is all messed up. So any of your grades will be posted there, and any of your missing assignments will be posted there. It'll say in big red letters, missing, if the due date has passed. The way that we're going to do this, and I'm going to do one more video just to kind of go over the assignments with you. But basically, you're going to be given assignments each day, but they won't be due till Friday. So my suggestion is to work a little bit each day, but at the time that works best for you. Be looking for that video probably Sunday or Saturday. I should be making that for you and dropping it in the stream. All right, it's good to see all of you, and I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, I'm going to